Hey guys, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever it is. We we begin the AMA in about 2 minutes. Let's wait for others to join. Thank you. All right, so let's begin. Uh, so I would, this is a very interesting topic to begin. We always talk about Arsenal. So today I would talk about the 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 battle for release of the next two games. So now we have been in kind of a very tight situation where both of the games should probably or would probably be finished exactly at the same time. So it was told to the both of the development teams that whoever will finish first, the game is going to release before the other game. So now it is very difficult to uh, you know tell uh, Fanbelt is going to come first or H2O is going to come first because again, as I said, it's battle of two dev teams. Uh, but what I can say is it has actually created a very good spark, and also it depends on what do we add and how the testing goes. Like for example, we tested Fanville this week of the latest gameplay and the prediction part, and looks nice. And we should probably be beginning the registrations for Fanville for alpha testing. Some kind of whitelist, and we can offer the registered players some kind of pre-registration bonus. So that should probably by next weekend. And with H2O, it's so fascinating that now H2O has three branches running parallel. So the game itself, the development of the game, the blockchain part, and the UI part. So you know, as we see, we need a lot of UI upgrade for H2O. It was the stock UI which we just used them, and now we have to make the game look more beautiful. Uh, and H2O also has to it has to pass through a process which is the INO. First, like for example, first we'll do the pre-sales of the boards for a cheaper price, and the early ones who are coming in will of course and obviously get it for much cheaper price than you buy it later in the marketplace. So the game will have a free version to play, but you will not earn anything. So it is kind of a Web2 game, and then it will have a play and earn mechanism where you need to buy these boards and NFTs, and then you can upgrade these boards You can change the skins of these boards, and of course, the skins will come with utility. But during the first release, we'll not have the upgrades. We'll just have the basic boards and play to earn mechanism. So this is the overall structure. So the battle of the two games, and I believe both of the games should be in March. But then please do not get upset if, let's say, let's say H2O is ready first on 25th of March, or even let's say 30th of March. So we will have to shift Fanwell to April. But I'm not willing to do that because we have IPL coming up, which is the Indian Premier League of cricket. That's a very, according to the cricket fans, it's a very big event because in domestic cricket, it's the most viewed league on this planet. So we want Fanwell to go live before that. So I think even if H2O is ready, we will twitch it. If H2O is ready by 20th, then we'll launch it. Then we launch Fanwell by 28th or 29th, so that the launch sees the beginning of starting from the first match of IPL. So this is something. So by next AMA, I should be giving you proper and exact dates. So this is where we are at for the upcoming news. I know many of you have waited since a long time now. We have been at Arsenal when a new games coming in. Uh, from from Wednesday, we have a team upgrade. We have a whole new bunch of developers and graphic artists joining us, web developers, UI UX designers. So uh, now again, this was in fact the main criteria also to sort things up in terms of priority, to increase the team size. So these team members will of course contribute to faster deployments of products. We will be seeing rotations of new games coming, especially the mini game will come much faster, and then we can also work on a very large game this year, which is supposedly to be very unique style. But yeah, now I won't reveal anything because if I do so, there'll be a lot of questions asked, and we cannot answer many of them now. So yes, so the heat of the moment uh, is the pre-sale of season NFTs. If people you're listening to, please go and check our Twitter announcement. There's a Medium article written on it as well. And if you want to know what seasons are, seasons will get you a very fascinating way of playing Arsenal, and there's of course, a higher chance and a bigger prize reward to be earned. So please do participate in the pre-sale if you want to. I mean, you can grab these season NFTs for a discounted rate of about 40% in the first round, then so on until the three rounds, and then after that, of course, you can buy it from marketplace for non-discounted price later on. But yeah, 6th of March would be the pre-sale, and please keep your funds ready if you want to come in, and we'll start with a much compact size season, and then depending upon our traction we'll improve the size in the upcoming seasons. And the pre-sale will also be affected in a very good way because from 1st of March we have the national tournament for Arsenal starting, which is organized by IndyGG. IndyGG, according to us, is one of the biggest now gaming guilds, which has a very unique style of working. So they are doing 25 tournaments. No, my bad, sorry. Yes, 25 tournaments across on a national level, and should continue for over a month. And this is going to be really very cracking. We'll have a lot of traction, a lot of new players. So March is again. So we started this year. January was a very eventful year for us. We saw a very good price action, and then there was a bit of calmness for a week, and then February was also really very much eventful. We had Gay Sports. As I said, that event will give us a lot of exposure, and it did. We again did a very good price action on the 7th of March. 6th of March is the pre-sale. On the 7th of March, which is personally a very auspicious day for me, we have the second phase of EA Sports event, wherein we would be, live with three esports giants and two uh, mm, gaming CEOs from Web 2. And it's a very, 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 very big event when our project will be exposed to millions of gamers out there. And this is why we expect March to be also very explosive because IndieGG, Arsenal coming, Arsenal pre-sale coming up. I mean, season pre-sale coming up. INO for S2O coming up. Hopefully, both the games coming up. Uh, EA Sports coming up. EA Sports also has one more event in March, and we will also see the launch of Marketplace by EA Sports, which will feature Arsenal NFTs. So again, a very good event. And then uh, I did speak about this sometime before, but we partnered with a company called as Digital Arms, and they actually are making replicas of weapons, which are actual real weapons as NFTs, and these NFTs are IP protected, and they would want to launch with us since Arsenal being the first, 3D FPS game. Um, so they want these weapons to be launched, and I'm so much scratching myself to share these weapons to you because they're absolutely stunning, and this is something I would say the best quality you would have seen in terms of weapons, probably even off the chain. Very big to claim, but yeah, you know why these are like top quality, because they are exactly the copy of something what you can see in real, like the weapons that you use in wars or the weapons which are produced by industries. And yeah, so this is another big event because this will be marketed by uh, Digital Arms and also, of course, the company which is branding it. Now we covered a whole lot of things. Uh, we do. We will also see. I mean, see, our roadmap for marketplace was we will introduce consumables, and then we go on to introduce the other series of NFTs, which are the OGs and etc. But we did understand because of the structure, the NFT structure we have, the universal NFTs and everything related to the concept we have around NFTs. We have to upgrade our marketplace. I mean, there are a couple of functionalities we need to add to the marketplace. So we would probably be doing a bit of back end switch to the marketplace, which would require. I mean, we are in talks now with the devs, and we should be doing it probably by next week. And once that is done, we'll mint in the new OGs. There will ever be only 30 of them, three designs, 10 each, and the utility to these OGs is you will get free access. I mean, lifetime free access to Arsenal seasons. So each OG will cost you 100,000 welt, but then you can just get into every season that Arsenal produces over lifetime. So let's say now Arsenal season ticket is $50, so you can get back your investment uh, uh, from the OGs, and also, of course, the OGs are tradable, they are collectible, and then if you really do well, if we really do well, it will be appreciated in price. So there is a lot of things to consider. Have a look at them, and yeah, I'm just talking about when I mentioned 100,000 weld. So now H2 and Fanwelt is releasing. So with Fanville, the structure is a bit different, but I can talk about with S2O, like that the play and earn model initially will be basic and very similar to what we have with Arsenal. So users who have staked their wealth, like for multipliers, and let's say once we begin with the multiplier NFTs, these will of course be carry forwarded to H2O. Like for example, if you have staked 500,000 well to get a 10x multiplier, you do not have to again stake 500,000 to get another 10x multiplier for S2O game. you can still use the same staking benefits, which will be carry forwarded to S2O. So that is something very cool, I guess. So probably now you're grinding or playing Arsenal for 4 hours, and then you say, no, I get bored now. I want to take a rest. I want to play another game. So you have an option. You can play S2O and still earn 10x. I remember someone, yeah, it was Priyanshu, I think, in the group who asked, when is the renting part going live? So I would say we have partnered with 3NFT, who is building a renting portal for us, and we'll begin with multipliers. But then there are other stuff to come. Someone said we can rent weapons, so we'll include everything. And of course, for S2O, we'll have renting of boats. Uh, so on 6th of March, RENFT is going to announce their opening partnership with Polygon. And if I'm not wrong, it was a couple of days later or something like that. I don't remember. I'll give you the exact date, Priyanshu, in the group to your question. It was a couple of days later, they will announce a partnership with Fabwelt, and the portal will go live. Um, so probably during that time, you should be able to. I mean, portal will go live, but we have to announce the multipliers also. So you can buy the NFTs and you can start out renting. And we last week we had a call with 3NFT, and there were also more functionalities discussed. They added few other, how do I say, few other features to their renting portal. One was wherein, let's say if you have rented your NFT to a player, and if the player is inactive for some days, you can even set that time so that you get your NFT back, so you can rent it to others. Um, yeah, more stuff. I think I did cover most of the part. And if there are any questions or something to suggest or ask me, please go on. No questions, people? Nothing to share or ask? Is it late night for you already in your country? We are having this confusing timings. We apologize for that. Um, I would recommend that we do a poll uh, in the main TG, and of course also on the Twitter, and we decide on a time which is convenient for everyone in our community, and we go with the timing and we fix that for every week, because we have tried 12 UTC, we have tried 13, 14, 15. Until now, we have seen the highest amount of attendance at 14 UTC. So we probably might shift back to 14 UTC. So let's see. Uh, so yeah, someone had requested to speak the trade room. I guess you want to ask something, man. I see your request is gone. You want something to share. By the way, there was also a question about Unreal today in the group. So a couple of devs which are joining from 1st of March. Okay, I'll first. Yes, please. You're a speaker now. Hi. Hello. You can speak, mate.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I just this is my first space for Fabwelt that I'm getting into. I'm
Mm-hmm.
from the States, New York, more
Mm-hmm.
particularly, and yeah, I'm more of an investor, but I have a fascination for um, the psychology of games. So truly, I really suck at games, but I can and I have watched hours of people playing games, especially shooting games. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've been watching. I'm seeing the updates. I'm seeing the AMAs, and I'm I originally got into it. I'm not sure if you're aware of DeFi Kingdoms, but that was one of the first Web3 games that really blew up in 2001. And what I'm, and I really believe that that team is amazing. But I'm seeing some of those same elements in Fabwelt, the updates, the devs, and how quickly you guys release things. So wanted to give you your props there in terms of just what I've seen, and I believe I've been aware of Fabwelt for like uh, about 2 months now. From what I've seen, I just want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. It seems like you're international. You get people coming from all across of roads, and I'm really excited to see where Fab World goes moving forward. But I'm really liking everything I'm seeing so far.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. By the way, I do also share the same feeling that I also suck at games, but sometimes, you can be good at what you are not good at. It's a very controversial statement, but yeah, thank you so much for your words there. Uh, we believe that in the plans we have are pretty solid plans, and it might happen. I mean, see, please do not take it in a very wrong way, but it might happen that let's say the blockchain stops and everything goes to zero in terms of gaming. We still would are now building a plan where we will protect the community along with us, and our games would still survive without the chain. Uh, and we convert everything that we are building back to Web 2, um, take in our community and make the community, I mean, whoever are the holders, of course, will become the part of the equity side on Fabwell Studios. So that is something which is being planned. Uh, the future goals are will scale, and we are scaling that in terms of ground level, like as I mentioned, team, and the team is the most important for now if we are considering the development part. And like we have very fresh minds, good minds, and a lot of helping hands. So since our plans are getting wider and tougher, maybe the team has to support. So in the coming times, you will see a lot of improvement and elevated levels of quality. Um, and yeah, that's the basic plan. If we stick to that, I think that would yield much better results than anything else making priority for the project. But I do see a lot of people complaining about we do not have YouTube videos, we are not going for any marketing, etc., etc. I do understand. Yes, to be very honest, like let's say now someone comes and says, "Here, take 1 million." We would put that entire million into marketing. We do not mind, but we have to be sure. We have seen what crypto has shown us last year, and it was unbelievable, and we probably survived the biggest bear market the industry has seen right now. And anything can go to zero because of any particular reason. So we do not want to be so deep into stuff where um, you know we we do not we take our community down with us. That shouldn't happen. Um the complaints will stay, but if we stick to our plans, I'm very sure the complaints will go in some time.
Yeah, if
uh,
I can add to that, when you have a really passionate, community, you're gonna get some complaints. But the biggest thing is that you actually have a functioning game. A lot of Web3, ecosystems. It's been 1 year. It's been 2 years. We're going on, sometimes 2.5, and there's no actual playable game. So I think you guys are ahead or have that advantage in that. And I
mhm.
think when that happens and the game is fun and people are playing, you'll get that organic, marketing that will come through YouTube and things of that nature. And I think you're also dealing with multiple languages, right? And so the stuff that I have seen on YouTube has been in different languages. And I am a YouTuber and influencer myself, and in the bear market, I've been focusing more on my 9 to 5. But now you're seeing a lot of YouTubers now see the market turning around, and over the next 8 to 12 months, you'll see them coming back. So again, the fact that you have the game, you're ahead of about 80-85% of the current Web3 ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, mate. Yeah, we actually get went into, sorry, my bad. We went into fundraising having a having an MVP in hand, and we developed the game first, and then we went to the investors. And we thought, that should be the way. If you're a gaming project and if you do not have something to show as a game, that actually is not very much cool to be playing with the community. I do as well know a lot of gaming projects which have promised their community, but I also know internally that they are not doing actually anything. And my heart goes out to the people who have invested in them. And but I just pray that they actually come out of something, because we do not want people to lose money or anything more than that. But yeah, saying that anyway. Yeah, so in terms of product with Arsenal, we have got such response, and please do have some time. We'll have two more games, and both of them are lovely games, and should be very fun to play. So yes, thank you so much again on the trade room.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Yeah. Any more questions, people? Anything to speak, to ask, or to suggest? Everything is cool. If okay, if there are no questions, we get back to work, and anything you might want to ask, maybe later on you can put it in the groups. We get back as ASAP. So I'll meet you 2 weeks later with probably a lot of news, and you know something very interesting to talk about, because we'll be very close to two product launches, and I might give you more information on this. Yeah. So I would say thank you so much again for taking time to listen to us, and take care. See you again. Bye bye, guys.